So I've stopped here on Pendower Beach to look at these relatively unassuming rocks. These are part of the Pendower Formation, which formed about 400 million years ago. The dark grey rocks we see here are mudstones, okay? But then we've got these slightly paler grey bands running through here. And these unassuming rocks have quite a cool story because these are what we call Radiolarian cherts. Now, a chert is a kind of really kind of cryptocrystalline quartz, so silica, and this is rock that's been made from it. But the Radiolaria part of it is a fossil, a microfossil, and Radiolaria are tiny little organisms which have a kind of silica skeleton or test, as they're called, and they would have housed kind of little kind of single cell organisms within them. Now, that's great because actually on the one hand, you can use things like that to give us an age of these rocks, but also you can use them to understand the environment because they form in a very unique type of environment. And the combination of these mudstones and the presence of Radiolarian cherts suggests that you've got a very low energy environment in terms of where these formed. And the fact that the cherts are formed at all suggests that you've got very little sediment input into this area. So low energy with very little sediment input, you're probably dealing with a very deep ocean. And in fact, these Radiolaria would have floated around like plankton. Okay, they would have been planktonic, floating around in the ocean column. And when they died, they would have sunk down thousands of meters to the sea floor. And these things would have built up over tens of thousands of years, really, really slow. And when they settle on the ocean floor, you end up with these kind of really silica-rich oozes that, again, over time would become buried. The presence of these mudstones also suggests that you've got, again, very low energy conditions to allow this kind of fine mud to settle down. And within this mud, we see a lot of pyrite as well, suggesting that you've got actually anoxic conditions within the water column. So very little life, which would explain the fact that you haven't got much in the way of other kind of fossils present within here.